And we should get a little notification to say that we're live in the group any moment now. Just waiting. Yep, and we are live in the group. So we welcome back the wonderful Sveti. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us again. It's so lovely to see you. Only feels like yesterday, but it was a whole week ago. It goes so quickly, doesn't it?
It does. It's gone very quick. It's been the week's just gone fast.
So fast. And obviously we're here in the group helping the world sleep better. So hello to everybody. And if this is your first time in the group, we've had a lot of new joiners in the last week. And we're now up to nearly 260 members. So it's growing rapidly. This is obviously still a core topic for people all over the world whilst we're in COVID-19 lockdown, and hopefully restrictions are going to start lifting soon, but who knows? So whilst we're still in lockdown, we've made a commitment that we're going to keep bringing hints and tips from amazing experts in sleep from all over the world. Sveti, obviously, if you've never met Sveti before, Sveti has been with us quite a few times now, and she's a sort of a regular slot on a Tuesday. If you're joining us live, please post a comment below. I can see your comments and I can let Sveti know where you are and in the world. And if you have any specific questions for Sveti, it could be on anything we're talking about today, but she is such an esteemed sleep expert that I'm pretty sure if you asked a question, she would, if she doesn't know the answer, she would know somebody who could find the answer out. So please don't be shy, ask away any questions. And for everybody who hasn't met her before, I want to just share with you some of her background, some of what she's an expert in. So Sveti is a sleep technologist and coach. I just love that word, a technologist and coach. She's an international award-winning author and official delegate of World Sleep Day. She's a member of Australasian Sleep Association, a leading sleep advocate who helps her patients to target sleep disruptors and replace them with sleep-enhancing behaviours. And that's what we're here all about in this group. Sveti is working at the Princess Alexandria Hospital, and that's in Queensland in Australia, in a sleep disorder centre as a polysomnographer, big word, assisting and diagnosing patients with a variety of sleep and breathing disorders. So if that is you and we're not covering that specific topic tonight, and you do have somebody in your life or you know of somebody who has a very specific disorder, again, please ask any questions below and I'm sure Sveti will be able to point us in the right direction. Outside of the hospital, she is also a kinesiologist, a counsellor and a complementary alternative medicine practitioner. And that's something we're going to focus on for the topic of today. We're going to go more into the alternative side, which is fantastic because it should be a complementary of Eastern and Western and all of the different things in between. She engages with unconscious psychology to identify and resolve the root causes of insomnia and other symptoms of people's physical and emotional struggles. And she helps her patients with personalized plans and program to work towards overcoming insomnia. Her work draws on complementary medicine and her teaching covers areas both scientific and spiritual, proving a holistic approach to sleep health. So welcome back, Sveti. It's lovely to have you back here.
It's lovely to be back.
And we do have one person watching us. So hello, whoever you are. It's lovely to have you here live. If you just want to pop in the comment who you are and where you're from in the world so we can acknowledge you. Anyone who's watching after the live, just pop in #replay. And if you have a question, tag myself and Sveti so that we can come back and we can answer the question for you. So Sveti, before we go any further into the interview and the amazing tips that you're going to share with us today, obviously we've gone down the whole science road in the conversation and we've gone into a bit of the sort of like the hacking side of things. And today we're going to focus really quite specifically on the alternative side, the alternative hints and tips. So for you, if we were to just share with the audience what for you would come under the banner of an alternative approach to helping with sleep?
So what question pops into my mind? Alternative to what exactly are we talking about? So is it alternative to a specific treatment or medication, prescribed medication, or is it alternative to what people are doing at the moment, to alternative to the routine that they have at home?
Yes.
So, but to speak about basically something that's like a complementary and something that I know that could work really well to switching off the mind, to getting your body ready for sleep. So I practice a lot of little kind of methods from that relate to grounding. So, and this is why I want to talk about grounding here, because it is alternative. It is complementary. Sorry about that. It is it is different to what people perhaps used to do on every night, and it's also, I see it as an essential step to getting a good night's sleep. And grounding can come in many different ways. Basically, you don't have to, when people hear about grounding, they think, I have to go and stand on the ground with bare feet, but it's not always the case. So grounding can come in many ways. For example, patting your pet, for example, right? When if you have a cat or a dog, you're just spending time with that little animal that you have, or big animal, you can have, you can hold crystals in your hands and meditate, close your eyes. You don't even have to meditate if it's not something that you practice and you enjoy practicing. Or some people say, I can't meditate, it's like an extra task, I really don't want to do it, it stresses me out. So you don't have to particularly do that. Also, I find that a prayer works as well. And it doesn't have to be a prayer specifically to God and to some other, anything specific. It could just be prayer of gratitude, something that happens to you during the day that you're really grateful about. It could be just literally getting cozy in a cozy blanket or bathrobe or something, and just holding a hot cup of tea in your hands and just really just taking it, slow breathing, and really just allowing your brain to switch off. So when you concentrate on that cup of tea and how warm it is, the brain will switch off. The brain will relax, and the brain will let you stop thinking about things that going on in your life, perhaps. So grounding can be, it doesn't have to be on the ground outside. It can be.
So what does, if we were to talk, because some of the people in our group, they might be going, whoa, what does this mean, grounding? What does that term mean for you, Sveti, when you explain it to somebody for the first time?
Grounding means slowing down and really just forgetting about everything else. It's just really just sitting there or lying there or, standing there. So that's just grounding your thoughts, grounding your thinking, grounding the day's stresses, and just literally just noticing the present moment. Just notice it, right? You don't have to meditate. You don't have to pray. You don't have to think of any specific therapies at that moment. I find that reading really grounds me. At times when I'm really stressed or something going on in my life, I find that I can't settle down at night. My brain is racing, and a lot of people are like that. And I find that if I sit down with a book on the couch with no TV, with not a huge light, I give myself like a task. I want to read a chapter every day. And once I finish that chapter, I am completely grounded. I forget everything from the day. I forget everything that's in my life. Some people might find different things or methods or practices that switches them off. I call it grounding.
Okay. So when you feel grounded, so if I'm not grounded, what am I going to feel? Just to try and help people go, okay, so I now know that what I'm feeling right now is grounded or ungrounded.
Yeah, of course. So perhaps you feel not at ease, not at peace. You feel restless. When you feel restless, you're looking for comfort. You're looking for something that could just calm you down. You're looking for you. When you think about what is a grounding to me, how does it feel? Think of something that makes you just sit there and feel good. Just feel relaxed instead of in comparison to being restless, pacing around. Usually when I'm stressed, I pace around. I walk around the house and I'm thinking, I'm pacing. I want to do things and I get restless. And that helps a lot. Actually, going to the gym helps a lot. We set up a home gym at home and we go on exercise with my partner. And at the end, we're just like, I can't do this. And just sit there. And you can feel that you just exhausted yourself. You can do a physical kind of grounding like this. You can just go for a run. Some people go for a run and after the run, they're like, yeah, that was good. I feel good. And it's just like, yeah, I don't have that stress bothering me. I don't have that racing mind bothering me.
So it's like taking energy from you that's going out there, and it's just bringing all of that back into you. So sort of like feeling as though, yes, I'm all together again.
Exactly. I think it's in a way of practicing on one specific task. For example, yes, if you do like kind of a physical release, you go to gym and you get like physical and you can only concentrate on that. You count your reps, you count how many sets you've done, and you basically concentrate on that one task. And once you finish, firstly, your body is exhausted. Secondly, you can't be bothered to think of anything else because you are exhausted. All you can think about, I'm hungry, I want to eat, for example, right? When you concentrate on reading a book, you are so involved in that, in what you're reading. You forget about things that's happening around you and things that's stressing you and bothering you. So it's basically that concentrating on one specific task. For some people, it could be taking a bath.
Yeah.
They submerge into the bath and literally they can't think of anything else because it's so warm and cozy and your brain gets foggy. So it's just that that whatever brings you that feeling of you just don't care about what happened, really. Just I just want to be I'm just relaxed. I feel good right now.
So it's like, obviously we can't have this at the moment unless you've got a partner that can do this, but it's like having that amazing massage and you're just like, yes, that's it. I'm softly floating away. It's sort of like, yeah, okay.
Where before,
so we want relaxed peace. We don't want scattered, frustrated, pacing. So it's going from one to the other. It's going frenetic to calm. Okay.
Yeah, or you can look at it this way. For example, as one of the examples, you feel very stressed and somebody can come to you and bother you. You literally feel like you're going to snap at them. So alternative to that would be after you've done your grounding practices, you can sit there and somebody come with the same kind of question or something. You would look at them and smile. You would not feel like you're going to snap at them. You basically disperse your energy, and instead of having it inside and trapping it inside, your energy is now basically, it kind of left your body and you feel calm and you're just like, I've got this. I love it. I feel good. Now I can sleep.
What's going through my mind right now, Sveti, and I don't know if this is going to help or confuse our audience even more, is a bit like a lightning conductor. So we've got all of this energy going around us, and we just basically want to ground it so that it's not in us anymore, and we've just stabilized it. So it's like a lightning rod into the ground, and that's why we call it grounding.
That's perfect. I think that's a perfect explanation, and that could actually visual too. I can visualize that.
Yeah, it's sort of like all of this energy and it's like, And then suddenly we go, okay, let's just ground it. Let's just put all of that into the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. We've got a few people watching us. Is this conversation, is this making sense for you? Grounding, is this something that you do already? Is this new to you, what Sveti's been sharing with you? Has the lightning conductor analogy helped you understand what we're trying to achieve here and how we're trying to disperse that energy, bring that energy back to a calm level instead of it being all spiky? Let us know in the questions. We'll just carry on having a bit of a chat here. We're going to be closing in a few more minutes, but if we see a question coming through, then I will share that with Sveti so that she can actually answer it. So we'll just wait for any questions to come through. So Sveti, how long have you been practicing this alternative side of grounding to help you sleep? And when you started using it, what benefits did you find you had in your life?
To be honest, since I stopped sleeping well, I've been looking for things to help me get better to sleep. So get better sleep. So I've been practicing different methods, different practices and philosophies, and trying everything. So that's when I started noticing, does this work? Does that work? So perhaps, I mean, my son just turned 7 today. So
happy birthday.
Thank you. So I think before I had my son, I couldn't sleep well. So it's been years. So I started looking for things, and I started trying things. And then I started noticing, does this ground me, or does this excite me even more? So for a few years, many years, I can say. And it's never a basic approach that fits everybody. It's not one fit kind of approach. It's always kind of trialing different things and basically failing at some things, finding new things, experimenting. It's all about that. You've got to try this thing, you try that thing, depending on your constitution, depending on your lifestyle, depending on the interest and things that you got in your life. So yeah.
You say grounding, and I know, and hubby he's sort of like, he's probably already lit the first incense of the night, and it's become like a daily ritual for him. That's like, for him, that's him grounding, his grounding, you know. It's sort of like light whatever the incense is, it's like next to crystals, and then the smoke is, you know, the incense is going around the room, and it's sort of like that calming down for the evening routine. But different people have got different things. For some, like you say, it might be lighting a candle, and it might be turning down the lighting, it might be the warm bath, it might be the reading of the book. So there's no one right thing. This is what I love about the conversations with you, Sveti. It's sort of like, you know, there's no specific one way of doing this. When you find some ways that are supporting you, keep doing it, and we're just giving you extra hints and tips to add into your bedroom routine. It's great.
Exactly. Just try learn. When you're interested in the subject or in the topic, and especially it relates to your health, to your lifestyle, research, learn from different people, learn from one person, because no one person can teach you exactly the same things. Everyone has their own flavor, everyone has their own ways. Even doing this same thing, different people can do it differently. It can work differently for them. So my advice to people basically would be, just try everything you can. You can learn as much as you can from different people, and that's the quickest way, is to learn from other people, because other people have done their research, they've tried it, they've got their own methods and things like that. So I think that's great. The best way.
That's beautiful. So a summary of what we've learned with Sveti tonight is, think about all of the different ways you go from to calm, and see if that is in your sleep routine. See if that is in your routine before you even consider going to bed, and see if the term grounding, just Google it. Think of all of the different tips that we've had from Sveti tonight, all of the different activities that could be considered grounding. So this is literally the lightning rod going from the lightning rod and zapping all of that energy into the ground. And that is how we just basically remove that tension from ourselves, from our body. And then we're in a much better place to actually have a lovely sleep. Sveti, it's been so wonderful to have you here again. Thank you so much for your hints and tips and your time, especially on your son's birthday. That's so gorgeous of you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, thanks very much, Sveti. See you soon.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.